episode, and we're live. Welcome to another episode of Nanteleod's Legacy. The year is still 503, but it will be the last time it's 503 because the next year is coming soon. Let's go ahead and quickly meet the gang, and then we're going to dive in. We'll meet the Swords of Nanteleod. We'll start with Yampa.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yampa. Playing some room. Happy to be back as always.
Welcome back, friend. Wergar.
Hey guys, Wergar playing Cercalis. Great to be back and looking for the end of the year.
Awesome. Always good to see you. Drax.
Yeah, Drac playing Sir Rain. Just finished up some ice cream. I'm ready to go.
Gotta get gotta get them ice creams in before we start playing.
Yeah, get that late night snack in. Yeah.
Late night snack. Bert.
I'm Bert playing Sir Cormac. Let's see how
Sir-
this goes.
Sir Cormac, the hammer thrower.
Yep.
Yeah. And Trent.
Hello. I'm on the opposite side of the world, so I am not eating ice cream. I've just come back from a run, doing some flips into the ocean at the beach, even though I'm old, and I'll break my neck doing so.
The other side of the world doesn't eat ice cream, is what I hear.
No, we don't. It doesn't. Yeah, we don't have it.
Yeah.
It melts too quickly.
They're upside down, so it just falls off.
Yeah, it falls out. Yeah. It's tough that
Falls
way.
out of
Is
You
that
have to- we have it, but you've got to be really quick. You got to catch
You
it.
gotta
You gotta be underneath it. Right?
Now,
Really
what about all
good.
the animals there to steal your shit?
We've got special ice cream gloves to catch it with. It's really complicated. We just don't bother.
One of my favorite scenes ever. I don't know why. I'm just making two Simpsons references right in a row, back to back. But it's a scene where like some chaos happened, and then in Moe's pub, and Moe's not attending the bar, so Barney's ends up with his mouth underneath the tap, and he's just got it live opening, and he stops, and he's like, "Uh-oh, my heart stopped," and he like burps. He's like, "Oh, there it goes," and then he's
There it
right
goes.
back to it. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in. We've got a fairly aggressive agenda of a lot of big fucking changes. So let's figure out what those are.
Scared.
I might mute occasionally to burp. I just consumed a lot of food.
Oh, well, that makes at least one of us. Fucking Yampa.
That was kind of gross, Yampa.
I don't, it's really not to keep you guys looked at. I just don't want to upset the people that watch us. So
Yeah, but
Um,
right. Yeah, because you're a good person and you have considerate thoughts for other people.
Yeah.
maybe the second.
Yeah, for the
part of
viewers, I'm considerate. For my play,
Yeah,
for
for
my
my players.
people playing with me.
Yeah. The burp right in their eyes. Yeah.
That's right. You don't have to hold back, Yampa. I love you.
Okay. let's we're gonna do some vignettes here. And we're gonna assign some things, and some people aren't gonna be happy.
Oh.
Fat puppy.
I'm thinking Cormac's not gonna be happy with this next one.
Oh,
No.
So Rune is named with two conroys to head into Malahut to negotiate the return of all captives of Nanteleod's forces. These two cohorts these conroys do not include Cormac.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you about to roll initiative on the High King?
So
of
much for
Britain?
that night of service business, huh?
We'll serve how you're fucking told.
Isn't that how it really works? So
It's very much.
we got a couple people that were in the military. Come on, tell me it's not how it really is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's actually great. I miss it to a certain extent. There's
I
nobody
don't.
I'm going to I'm gonna roll Love Family versus Love Sword and Nanteleod.
Okay.
Because they're equal. To see
Oh.
which one I'm gonna because I don't know how Cormac's gonna feel that like that.
Yeah, and remember, feeling doesn't need to be outward reaction unless you fumble the shit out of something or crit something.
Yeah.
I don't see
Alright.
that. Not happy,
No.
No, not
Yeah.
happy at all.
but not crit or fumble level one way or the other. So
I'm not going to demand to be part of this.
That's probably sensible.
Yeah, that's probably sensible. What are,
I'm the reckless.
how does your feeling about this? How's it get portrayed?
How does it
How does it come
convert
out?
to a trait?
No,
How's
how
it
does it
manifest?
get portrayed?
Oh, portrayed.
Yeah.
More
does
than likely,
How does it leak out?
he's actually going to see about finding a priest.
All right, so you're like seeking counsel. Well, my mic was
Yes.
like down to like 40%, and it should be
Like,
better.
specifically seeking counsel, seeking somebody he can talk to, because he is angry
Okay.
and upset.
So we're gonna do this in layers because this is gonna be a little weird episode. We're really not gonna focus on a feast. We're not focusing on a battle. We're focusing on several months of play leading up to winter phase, and it's gonna be in vignettes. So the only vignettes we're gonna see you guys together is when you guys ask to be together for something. Otherwise, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of different things. Let's maybe discuss the immediate effects here. How do I want to phrase this? Okay. In the immediate days that follow the battle, you guys, those of you who aren't Gwydir, are spending your time in Lindenpool, the seat of Lindsay, the castle. You're welcomed in by Duke Corneus. There's a lot of conversation between Nanteleod's seneschal, Corneus, and a couple members of Corneus's family. In the immediate days after, you learn that Nanteleod and Corneus are now allies. Corneus has not bent the knee, but Corneus is not. They are formal allies now, bringing a duke, the first Duke of Logris, into. Well, that's not true because we've got the Duchess of Glevum, but a considerably considerable renowned duke, one of the late war heroes, is now an ally of Nanteleod. Their pack is primarily mutual defense. You also learn that London has fallen to the Saxons, which is a big thing because London's like the primary port. Other than Carlion, where you guys are, in Escavalon, having no London means probably being starved for any sort of external trade with the mainland.
You know what's great? My manor is right on the that river. You can fucking tax the shit out of all them boats.
It's fair. Let's figure out that when you're back safe because we haven't
So
confirmed
good.
that part yet.
I'll get back.
Yeah. With Gwydir, you never know. We'll have to see what happens. What happens in the immediate week or 2 weeks after? Rune and his convoys are sent pretty much within like a month. They're meant to stay behind in Lindenpool. Nanteleod will spend a month in Lindenpool, and then plans to return home to Escavalon. Collis, as not a household knight anymore, you don't have to stay here if you want to return.
Is my command still here? Like the people I was leading?
A
Or have
lot of the
I
units you
technically
are
been
leading are
relieved?
not like your vassals or anything like that, right? You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a manor lord, so you have a couple of vassals at most, kind of thing. These people would. You're just curious if they're saying. Let's find out. Let's roll something. 8358. A lot of them are actually going, being assigned a rune for the negotiation. So they're like armed escort for Sarun.
Okay. I think since he's valorous, I think Cercalis is probably gonna stay since people that were under his command will be here, and then also are leaving with Sir Rune. He'll probably just stick around, congratulating people, still making sure like people are fed and etc. etc. Sort of still making sure, even though you're not of my command still, I still appreciate the work you did, and I'll still like looking out for you.
Understood. Okay, so we have Kala staying behind. I think Rain, you are forced to stay behind. In this,
Whatever Nanteleod tells me.
yep. I mean, you're part of Nanteleod's household knights. Same with Cormac. Ultimately, you're here until Nanteleod leaves.
Correct.
We have Rune getting ready to go, and then we have Gwydir already gone, just in the wrong direction. So, we'll start with Rain.
Okay.
You have someone that approaches you. You recognize him pretty much right away.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that one.
Love that guy. Look at the jaw on him. I think you need to roll lustful, man.
No.
He walks up, and you see his size as he approaches. He's probably probably size 18.
Okay, so he's a little bit taller than Rain then.
Yeah,
Rain's only a 16. So.
big bodied in general. Just looks like a big young knight kind of thing. Are you Sir Rain?
I am.
You're the one that fell my father, then.
That's correct. After a rather difficult duel.
My knights told me he died with honor.
Absolutely.
But knights... He nods. I thought I'd hear it from the one who slayed him. Smote him. Why not? Let's use some Mallory language. Everyone's getting smited in the Mort d'Arthur. There's like he must use. I recently read Lemort, and it was like, or at least half of it, and it was like every battle was like 100, and then this person got smote, and then they smote this person, and then I'm like, it's like, yeah,
It's a strange word.
yeah, it doesn't really hold up in modern terms.
No.
So, everyone work this. Where do you wear the sword?
I gave it to Nanteleod.
Did you? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I left it up to him to do with it what he wanted.
I thought he pushed back and left it to you.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, he could have off behind scenes somewhere, but not on camera now.
Okay. With that, he just kind of nods to you and he'll walk past at that point.
It's fair. There's not much to say.
Yeah.
It's not a good business either way for either one of them.
All right. Cormac, your business with a priest, you find you have to go out of your way if you want to find one because Cornelius has a bad history with priests, and so he doesn't keep any in Lindenpool. He doesn't like the church very much.
I guess I can understand that.
I want to say he has... Yeah, he has hate church at 17.
Oh shit!
Nice.
So if there is a priest around, he's in hiding.
Yeah, exactly. He does not want them here. Like they're welcome to live wherever. There might be an abbey or whatever because they're functional, but he doesn't keep a what do they call them? Like a chaplain or whatever. He doesn't keep one inside of Lindenpool. And he strictly, like, even though others might politically try and pressure for one, he ain't having it.
He's like, nah.
No.
Nah.
Hard pass.
War dog.
So
Do you want to wait? I mean, there'll be opportunity returning home. You'd always seek
Cormac
ill
doesn't
to...
know how to feel in this moment. Because it was his actions. He feels it was his actions that led Gwydir to not have somebody at his back when he was fighting 3-on-1. And now,
That is patently true.
King Nanteleod is withholding him from negotiating for his cousin's return. Lied to him about Finnegan. Like, there's a whole bunch of big feelings here, and he has nobody to talk to.
Have you tried rolling hammer about it?
What?
Have you tried rolling hammer about it?
Just breaks.
I mean, I
so
think what's... Go
So
ahead.
what is Cormac going to do here?
Well,
No, I'm going to take this into my hands. Make a modest versus proud roll. Are either of them famous?
yes. Modest is at a 19.
Roll that first. Okay, you don't have to roll proud. Now, make a prudent versus reckless roll. If either of them is famous, you have to roll the famous one.
No, I don't have either of them as famous.
So you get to choose which one you roll first. Okay, so you don't have to roll the other one. So whatever you're doing is coming from a place of modesty and being prudent. Not being reckless, not being proud.
So this is King Cornelius's area. Does he have, like, a training area?
Oh yeah.
Then chances are I am riding hard, sort of training Lance at this point.
Okay.
Like, I am shattering lances left, right, and center.
All right. Just for shits and giggles, why don't you give me a single land score, and we'll see. Put 3 randos against you and see how that works out.
Alright.
Oh, these ones don't have... The standard ones don't have... we'll use only knights.
So all 3 of them are better with a lance than I am.
They've probably been like practicing for the last, 6 years.
They're smaller than you all around, though.
Yeah, they're all smaller than me.
Mm-hmm.
First one you got. Second one you got.
Hey, I think there's a look in your eye, and it's like putting them off their game.
Probably.
Like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna take the fall on this one.
Oh.
Wow!
Or not.
There he is. There's our boy.
Is this I feel like this is almost like Cormac wanting something. Well, no, because we did the prudent. We tested prudent, so I don't think there's that. I think
Trying to get better. Obviously, he is at fault.
yeah, in this case.
I could probably advantage this for you, I suppose, but I think happy to let it sit.
I'm happy to let it sit.
Yeah, I am.
And we'll figure out where this guy's from.
Because this isn't necessarily
Fully
like-
random. Octane.
Oh, you got beat up by a French. Owned.
I think he just actual
From Toulouse.
lances me, not necessarily beats me up.
I think you fumbled, so that's something really critical. I think he hits you square where he ought to. Your spear, just on accident, you press forward too far into in your focus. You lean too far forward. Your lance goes down, and you kill his charger.
You bastard. Why did you do that?
So like there's kind of like that threat of a fight now. Like he's getting up now and he's going for his sword. His squire looks like he's not going to give it to him,
Very first thing I do, I hop off of my horse. Mine apologies.
What's this guy got for?
Yeah. Is he proud 17?
Yeah. No, that was another roll. Here, I'll test his pride right now.
I'm sorry.
Just realized that my dad gave me
Yeah.
a girl's name.
I think he says you'll pay me for that.
I will.
And it's not like he's sad for the horse. He's just mad. Yeah.
And he's mad. I'm sad and I'm blaming myself already for one thing, so obviously it's my fault. You can have my horse. I don't deserve a horse.
Jesus, this character's getting tragic. I have to turn this around somewhere.
This is very Cormac, though.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
is. Fucking cursed.
Doing so well in the
Like-
first two tilts, but it's always got to end with something dramatic. Like,
Yeah.
Never clean.
like I have wounded your horse mortally. Verily, you may have mine.
ooh, look at that about this guy. Okay.
You go.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah, he takes a breath and he walks up and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "The Lord has taught us mercy, and for that, I forgive you."
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
Roll lustful.
no,
I don't think that's where he was going.
no. That is like, I think that right there hits him harder than anything else that's happened since Gwydir
God damn
got
Christian
captured.
association. Got him right in the heart.
Yeah,
Right in the feels.
like when he goes, "The Lord teaches us patience," and Cormac's like issues with God right now. I think he actually falls to his knees and just weeps.
Yeah. Of course. We need from the we need the okay. So
Peanut gallery.
yeah, peanut gallery. That's exactly the comment I was thinking of, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so Cormac, I'm gonna give you a spiritual test, but I want you to use the directed trait. So you can choose spiritual or worldly to test first. But if you use worldly, it's a plus, and if you use spiritual, it's a minus.
Yep.
Okay, now you test worldly with the bonus. Oh, that's interesting. I think your directed trait's gonna go down by 1. So it hasn't like moved you to a resolution, but it's lowered it a bit for you.
Because I'm still conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm blaming myself. Like, hold up.
You should, by the way. You fucked me.
Like, I almost feel as though I deserve a directed trait for being so hard on myself.
Self! Adrian's got one of them.
Hate self.
Yep.
I don't know if it's an actual passion, though.
There's one
Like,
character
I'm
who has
already
that
modest
in
and generous, so I'm
Arthuriana.
not selfish
Do I know
or
who it
proud by
is?
any stretch.
Oh. It exists as a passion. There's just only one NPC that has it. It's a problem.
Do we have a PC that has it though?
Maybe. You know what? I think at a low level. I don't think it's going to be high. I'm just going to give it to you at a certain number because I don't think it plays out enough to where it's like this super high passion. But I think hate self at 12. As something to overcome.
Yeah,
Cormac needs therapy.
he
Yeah.
does.
He really
He
does.
saw killed his own brother when he was like 8 or something.
Exactly. Like it. The odd thing is it tracks. That's the odd thing about it. So
Yeah.
The dice know how to make a story.
yeah, sometimes it's weird. Weird how that works. Okay. Let's see here. On to the next thing.
I'll be right back.
Indeed. We're gonna go to Rune.
Negotiation time, go.
You are going to the city of Ibericum. The Civitas of Ibericum. It's actually quite a magnificent, like, Roman civitas. It still stands to be like quite the sight. So it's your first time ever seeing it, I think. Your father might have seen it before you, but you've never seen it yourself. You meet with King Herod of Malahut, not with the Saxons directly, because that is the prudent way to go about this room. One sec. Just gonna let Bert know for me later that I'm gonna server mute him for a sec, just in case. Okay. So, Rune, we're gonna start with like an app roll to see how presentable you are at the start of this whole thing.
Okay. So I'm assuming that we're treating it like if it was a feast apro.
Yeah.
I don't add my fancy ass sword that I got from my dad to those rolls. Can I add that to this one?
If you can add it to your app for feast, you can add it here, even though we're not doing a
Well,
feast.
I don't know. I've never added it to it, so I won't add it, I guess.
Does it have a bonus of app?
No, it's just like a really, really, really fancy sword that he fights with. That was given to him by his dad.
It's worth a Libram, right?
Yeah, it's like a really expensive sword that was gifted to Rune's dad.
By Aurelius
by-
Ambrosius
Yeah,
during the Aurelius War. That was his gift from Aurelius, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. I will give you a +1 on that too. Plus any jewelry you have with you.
if I need it. Should be a +3 then.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Hello.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You know what it means? He sided with the Britons. I mean the Saxons.
With the dogs.
Well, forget fucking.
Give me 2d100. Let's see if I can add some flavor to this.
I mean, I could advantage that one, couldn't I?
I
Oh
don't
no,
know
I mean
what the hell
Eberacum now.
that
I
roll
know
is.
Eberacum.
It'd still be a failure. So I think
Yeah, it's true.
I think a fumble might be more interesting than a failure.
Oh, okay. The advantage would be to
Yeah.
reroll, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Let's see what happens.
Gotta have some drama.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to polish all the chaos out of the game. We have more than enough of it today, to be fair.
I mean, we
Someone
could
will
just
do.
go ahead and have 2 PCs die tonight, just not with you, you know.
Nah, you're gonna see Goodyear sitting there feasting it up with them.
You know what
It's like
happens?
best friend living life.
You put on your Sunday's best. Like you are dressed perfectly for this. And right as you go to pass towards the castle, a teenage boy runs up and slings dung on you and hits you like hits you like right on the chest, and it rolls down just perfectly. You ever have those messes that just seem to like perfectly roll down, and so it just it just covers you.
Yeah, it's
It
like
just
super, it's visible, just all over the
yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah. And you like start to try and clean it off. Like your squire, takes his cloak and gives it to you, and you do your best to wipe it off. But this needs to be soaked, perhaps in holy water. It's that bad. Yeah.
My nice to blade.
All right. With that in mind, Rune, I think you need to make a modest or proud test coming into this. If you have one at famous, you have to roll that one.
Here
I'm
we
not
go.
as
He's gonna slow
famous.
kill a kid.
Okay, you're good. Deep breath. Out. This too shall pass. And
Here to get Whittier out, and then everything's fine.
yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm having a great time in here. Maybe.
And he's about partying.
And you make your way to the castle. You end up meeting with King Herat, his sister, and the seneschal. The king is known as Centurion King, or the King of 100 Knights. He has 100 vassal knights that he keeps himself. Or 100 household knights that he keeps himself in a Buricum that owe direct fealty to him. Not as manor lords, but as actual, like, what you guys were to Nanteleod. But rather than, like, 10 of you, he has 100. So.
He's a badass.
I'll
He's
give
just-
him a little courtesy, and I'll go like, I do apologize for my appearance at the moment. Sadly, I have had a little accident on the way here.
The sister says, "So I smell."
Yes, I do apologize greatly. I don't enjoy the smell either.
Herat's like, it's like, get him water and oil and a rag, and perhaps some spices. Burn some incense. Like, it's this big elaborate thing. It definitely starts off like you can tell that this situation, despite you not being able to, or it was unavoidable for you, but it still puts you at a less good negotiating disposition than you would have liked to be coming into this. He says, "I assume you're here on behalf of King Nanteleod, then."
I am.
And you represent Duke Corneus as well?
He's allied to my king, so I guess in some ways.
Very well. For any captives that were taken by me, I'm willing to trade knight for knight, a household or a vassal knight for a household or a vassal knight.
That seems fair to me.
He doesn't have any vassal knights. They're all household knights.
He has vassal knights. Yeah. Buricum are all household knights, but he has all of Malahut as his place.
Gotcha.
So. As for the Saxons, that will be up to them, I'm afraid. I can act as a liaison. I've had years of dealing with them. and I can likely trade 1 for 1. At this point, I need you to do a courtesy or an intrigue roll, or if you have diplomacy, that would be super useful. I'm going to give you a -3 to whatever you roll because of the fumble.
Oh man. Okay.
You can impassion if you choose to.
Yeah, you know what? I will impassion. Or should I impassion for this? Because I feel like I'm one of these ones. I will try to impassion with this one. Oh, that could go bad. I'll try to impassion with this one. Oh my god.
Madness.
Oh my
Bye.
The button. Wait. Wait.
No chaos, no more chaos for you.
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think Trent, because it's your negotiating that's being done on the line. I don't think we can have you be the one to offer advantage. If someone else in the group wants to, I think it's acceptable though. If someone else wants, let's see who's in here. Some Bruja, or
Yeah,
Lord Machiavellian or Drax can
Yeah.
redeem
Thanks,
advantage.
bud.
Okay. All right. Give a reroll rune. You got advantage. And thank Bert later because that saved your.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. No, I love failures. I feel you.
That was 2 fumbles in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I saw that.
This is not good. This does not bode well for you.
Okay. Now you get to roll the actual roll.
I got
+5.
Hey.
+2 because it's -3 now.
Oh yeah. Yep.
True.
Correct.
Where is it? See, I can do math.
Okay. Well, you can't fail that one, can you? Okay. So, you know that it sounds like a reasonable thing objectively, except for Gwydir is taken by the Saxons. So, you might have some vested interest in that part of it, and it doesn't sound like from an objective standpoint, it's very reasonable. From a personal standpoint, that's not good enough.
Well, King Herot, I will accept your exchange for your knights and any one of your vassals, and the ones that King Nanteleod holds of ours. That exchange is perfectly fine. The Saxons, though, I'm sure that you can understand how there's a little bit more animosity between our people. I would like, and this is no insult to you, to ask for more. Seeing as London has fallen, at the very least, they can give some reparations, since they were defeated on the field.
Curious. Go on.
For each one of our knights that are exchanged for each one of their champions, or whatever they call them, I would like, at the very least, 10 librum for the exchange of theirs.
I should caution you. If they do not like your proposal, they might give you back your knights in smaller portions.
I'm sure that you and the Saxons have seen the caliber of our knights, and if such a thing were to happen, I don't think I need to continue with that line of reasoning, for I do not wish to insult you.
Okay. Do you have the diplomacy skill?
I don't know. Yeah, no, probably not. I have it at 2.
You do, and then it's I'll give you your full +5. So you may test it at 7.
Get him.
There you
Hey,
go.
baby.
You can tick it. Okay. And he says, I will bring this up to the Saxons of Nohat and Dira. And in the meantime, why don't you make yourself comfortable here in Ibericum?
We'll do so, and I will thank you for your hospitality.
All right. With that, we cut over to Gwydir. Gwydir, have we done your wound yet?
We have not. Do you want me to roll a d6?
Yes, if you could. As I slowly load the book here.
Oh, I think that's con, right?
That's not good.
Nah, makes sense. I got beat up.
Yeah, oh, I know. It's not good though.
Come on. Sorry.
Still have lots of hit points.
I need to put the aging roll somewhere on my... You know what? Maybe I have it in the Winterface, though.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's just in order of the attributes, and then a 6 is nothing.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to verify.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Gwydir, you're cared for until your wounds are back, roughly 3 weeks after the battle. And at that point, after being kind of like fed and looked after, you are held in a cell, not in any sort of house arrest or something like that.
Rude.
Finally, your door swings open one day and you see 4 or 5 larger guys, and they grab you and they begin to drag you out. Are you gonna try and fight it?
Probably.
Okay.
Oh no, apparently not.
Okay.
I think he knows the situation, and he's like, yeah, they won this round. They can, I will get my chance for beating them up when I get my sword back on the battlefield.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming.
Your the 5 guys continue to kind of push you along, and eventually, after kind of winding through a series of long houses, you find in front of you. Give me a recognize roll +5.
Recognize +5. Nope.
Okay. You don't quite like realize who's in front of you, but I'll give me a heraldry roll. Maybe you do.
+5 or just flat?
+5 too.
Ooh. No.
Hilarious, because Gwydir just doesn't care about those things, right? It's just like,
No,
ooh.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could
So-
not care less.
You get dragged out and you see there's like a stump like from wood, and very quickly this goes sideways as they start to just to force you down onto the stump.
Good. I guess there's 5 of them, and I guess because I didn't fight back already, they probably have me in enough of a grip that I think he'll be struggling, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Okay. Maybe just give like a strength roll real quick. There's actually 7 because there's the 2 you're being dragged out to right now.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should passion honor or see if I passion honor.
Sure.
Let's see. No. Makes sense. Not famous, so he's okay. Pass.
Yeah, you get away from the one guy and then 1 sec.
The other 5.
Yeah, right as you like go to get away, you feel this crack on your back with a club.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to like kill you or anything. So you take like 16 damage. It still hurts. Like it's not a major wound for you, is it?
It is with the... Oh, no, it's equal to my con now. My con, so it needs to exceed it. So, no,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay. It hurts like a son of a bitch, though. And you're like...
Right in the scar of where the axe hit. And
Yeah.
I think he coughed, maybe some... Remained like a big blood clot that was sitting in his lung or something like that.
I think the wind is knocked right out of you, too, in that process.
Yeah,
like you're having trouble taking air. And they bring you down onto the wood pile or the stump, and the one standing before you kneels down, and he says, "Do you not remember my face?" He says in like a broken Saxon.
Yep. I don't know. Who are you? Who are you? I must be probably wearing a helmet when when I saw you.
You're the one responsible for taking one of my best down.
Which one?
You-
He says, like, with not
Yeah.
deliberately sounding arrogant, but just just how he sounds, I think.
Yeah. You're the one who killed Ulgur, the
Olga.
giant.
Oh, big fucker in the front line.
You
Fuck.
get kicked. You get kicked in the face for that too. They're not trying to hurt you, so it's just like a take one.
Sounds
more
like they
damage.
are.
Well, 1d6 worth. I'm sure a kick could be worth more from a Saxon.
I'm now. Let me just do the math. So I just assumed that the first aids were all successful. So that would
Yeah.
put me on 9, and then 3 healing rates.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that actually knocks me unconscious. Yeah.
Does it?
does.
Okay.
Puts me to 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna like splash water on you. Eventually, you're gonna wake up, right? And you're just hurting. Like this
Oh, yeah.
sucks. After you wake up, he says, "Oh, good, you're back with us."
Ow. You know, this is not exactly how we treat the prisoners that we take from you. It's we do try to be a little kinder.
It's not what I've heard.
Well, I suppose it does depend on who's doing the capturing now, doesn't it?
What is your name, knight?
I'm Sir Gwydir. I'm a knight of High King Nanteleod, Lord of Gwynllwg Manor.
They like laugh when you're like Sir Gwydir. You know what I mean? Like the Sir, the knight portion of that. They're like they find it funny. Yeah.
Your man fought well. You should be proud of him. He's with the gods now, whichever ones you pray to. He certainly did earn his place amongst your best in the afterlife.
You're a good rider.
Not good enough, it seems.
I am a man of my word, so I give you a choice. You may die here, honorably.
Hardly honorable. Pressed down on a log.
An honorable execution. Or you can teach my kin how to ride.
Teach his kin how to ride. I think... I mean, I know that it's going to happen like somebody's going to teach them how to ride. Whether or not it's him or not.
You're not really given a lot of choice either.
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
Well, I mean, the thing is, because he's fucking proud and reckless, he may choose to die instead of that. That's my actual consideration.
It's true. I mean, I'll say this. It depends on... I see reckless as something that doesn't necessarily make you, when you're literally unhorsed, unarmed, and flayed out on a fucking on a stump, having to get mouthy or having to like reject it. I'd say if you had a care, let's start with understanding what your passion for hate Saxons is.
Oh yeah, it's not that high actually. Well, it's 14. So the reason that I have a hate Saxons is that Vortigern murdered my grandfather. Like not even 40.
And Vortigern's not even a Saxon.
No, that's right. But then they killed my father. I think it was in a raid or something like that. So I think it's that. But I think his hatred maybe because of the murdering and whatever else and stuff. I think he's like, it's more out of their underhandedness and their savagery rather than because of like the raiding and pillaging and invasion. Like the invasion he probably thinks is fair game. It's like, well, he's got true knight, right? So he's like, well, if they could beat us, then they should have the fucking land. Like that's not why he hates them. He hates them because they keep murdering and poisoning people.
Yeah.
But I'll roll, and we'll see.
Well, no, don't. No.
Oh.
That's okay.
It went through.
You're lucky. That was a reckless situation. So if that passed, that was gonna make you locked down, but it failed. So it worked in your favor. You already tried to passion honor, so you can't retry that here. I think you don't have a strong opinion against them. You know that there will be, especially people in Logris, that won't be happy to know that.
For sure. No, I think I've got an angle. He says, you're going to learn one way or another anyway, so it might as well be somebody who's half decent teaching it. On the other hand, I want you at your best. When I see you across that battlefield, I want you on a horse, and I want you to know how to ride it so that when I beat you, you'll know that you had no excuse. So I'll teach you, man, and I'll do it well.
He smiles. They pull you off the stump, and they're going to treat your wounds. Over the next month, you're going to be healed up, but you're going to be expected to start the lesson sooner than you're healed. So it kind of does, I think by time you get back with the group, assuming you do get back to the group, because you never know here, we'll be doing a few tests to make sure we don't have any Whittier moments. But you're going to be teaching, the following people are the ones that you kind of interact with. There's a younger, more like a knight age Saxon named Yiffy. There is a more like squire aged boy named Asa.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a teenage, like real young, like maybe first year squire aged girl named Ethfrida.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Children.
So I'm going to give you 3 horsemanship tests over the next bit.
Cool. I'll just roll them flat and get some sneaky fumbles out there. Pass. 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 Pro.
Okay. And then I'm going to give you 3 lance tests because you're going to be teaching them how to lance.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
And then
Accidentally killing what would have been funny as.
the last thing we'll get you to test is battle because there's like the concept of the charge.
Mm-hmm. 3 or 1?
3. Okay.
2 or 3.
Overall, they're really impressed with you.
Of course they fucking are.
You find out that the guy that was talking to you was the one that you downed, and then his guard downed you, Kenwal. So Kenwalk is impressed with what you do here. As a result, in the days when you're getting ready to be returned to Melahut with the other Saxon guards, this is sometime in mid to late autumn. He approaches you and he says, "This will be your last day here."
Has the treatment of me improved over this time?
Yeah, like they're not it's not like full scale Last Samurai vibes, but it's you're getting proper meals, you're
Getting medical treatment.
You're not you're sleeping in more like a house arrest scenario now.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a lot of suspicion and mistrust with you.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I'm famously honest, so that might help to alleviate that.
Yeah.
Am I afforded any access to women who may be inclined to romance?
Nope. Sure aren't. Yeah. There's one thing they keep you away from. Yeah. I don't think they. Do you ask for that?
I guess so. With famous lustful and a pass. I think so.
You know what? I think they would. It would be like a.
Give me your biggest one.
It'll be like a what would we call that? like someone who performs like sexual acts. Like it's someone who does this for
Oh yeah,
as a
yeah.
service
But-
more so versus like a maiden or equivalent thereof, right?
Makes sense.
No shield maidens. Nothing there.
Sure.
You can take that as well. But I appreciate you sticking to the weakness.
Yeah.
At that point, he says, I have something to ask you, man to man.
Well, ask it then. You don't seem like you're shy of coming forth.
Would you accept Ethfrida as your squire? That's the girl, by the way, out of character.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not going to roll hate Saxons again. I think the fail before is represents the whole scene. I think
Rune
he'll
says
think
no
for
from a
minute.
distance. Yeah.
Mhm. I think he'll think about a lot of things, and he'll say, and when she's ready to be knighted, will I be knighting her and she'll ride with us, or will I send her back here? Although, if we're honest, and we both know this is the case, by then you're going to be part of the kingdom anyway, so probably not much of an issue. He says it with like a bit of a wink, though, you know, like we'll see.
He shakes his head and says, she will return to us in her time, but it will be her decision. All of us have that, unlike you, Britons.
Rude but fair. Spit on them. I don't hate them. She's cool. Is she cool? What is she like? I've been fighting
Yeah.
with her for a while.
Yeah, so,
I think as long as she's respectable.
yeah,
You know?
well, that's, I'm gonna random person, but this might not be, I might have to, we're gonna
fuck.
remove the lustful, because we're not doing that with kid conversations.
Yeah. Hate people. She hates all people.
No, I'm gonna, that doesn't quite fit who I need. I need a certain person here, not cowardly. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, it's a little more reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's not the most valorous or like reckless of people. But she's very almost like cautious, like to a point. She doesn't trust anyone, kind of thing. She hates the Britons, but not at like this super huge level. About as much as you hate Saxons.
Yeah. Yep. That
Um,
makes sense. With the original Odd Couple.
Yeah. She seems to be good at like taking care of like you know, at one point you're talking to her about your manor and she's like, well, why don't you just do this? And you're like, well, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why didn't
yeah.
I just yeah.
I have no idea what I'm talking about, so yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah. I was about to, I just got captured. I was going to do it this autumn, actually. So thank you, Ethfrida. He says, are you sure, Ethfrida? She's not exactly the type of person who's going to have a comfortable time there. She doesn't trust anybody, from what I can tell. Least of all, I mean, she doesn't trust you, let alone me. Plus, she hates all of us. I don't...
It's nothing that your people won't see of her, I would imagine. Being suspicious
Maybe her suspicion will
and
keep her alive.
that is the hope.
Very well. My squire's due to be knighted after this winter anyway, so I will need a replacement. We happen to have timed this fairly well. And, I mean, it's not... It's fine. I will accept her as my squire, and I will keep her alive for you. Best I can. My word of honor. If she dies, I will return to you and offer myself for punishment.
He nods. All
Is
right.
she your kin?
Third cousin.
Close enough, I suppose.
Okay. We will close out from that scene. We've got a lot to get through still. I'm going to go quickly do a BRB and grab a coffee. And then we're going to continue on. I'm going to check in with the guys and make sure they're good here. We'll be back very shortly.
I am a nobody, a bastard. And I will make sure that I will create no bastard by my name.
Because I, for better or for worse, whether I like it or not, I am no longer a maiden. I am a knight, and I hold true to that.
You protected more than that. You stood by me when others might have let my mistakes be all I really was. You helped me. You saved me. And I'm sorry I couldn't repay that favor 10 times over.
I find it offensive that they do not consider my father the clear and rightful heir.
back in. Yeah, let's continue on because this is where things are gonna start getting pretty big for you guys here.
Oh, now I'm scared.
You should be. Damn, this map's weird.
Weird.
It's a weird is weird. One sec. Okay. Continuing on. So on the way back home, Collis, you're gonna have a scene with somebody who I can't find their token quick enough. There we go. With Cedric.
Oh, that guy.
Congratulations on your recent victories in campaigning.
Why, thank you.
You know that your successes have not gone unnoticed by your king or those who serve him.
What exactly do you mean? That can have quite a few meanings.
True. There's been rumors that Lady Helly's offered you her favor.
Carlos will bark out a laugh and then show his favor sitting on his mail. Well, they would be right.
I see. A tricky situation for a household or vassal knight to be in. I imagine that would complicate things if the two of you were to further a courtship.
Sir Carlos will probably shrug. Fate goes ever as it must. If it is to be, then it shall. If not, then he'll just shrug.
He smiles. Oh, I hardly see it that way, Sir Carlos. I know an ambitious knight when I see one.
I think Sir Carlos will probably show a toothy grin.
I have a proposal for you.
Aye?
There happens to be a number of vacant estates, castles, keeps around the border of Warensis, what was once the Duchy of the March. Now, if they were organized right by the new king, one might find themselves into a barony should they be a castellan of such an estate.
If one were to gain help to seat himself and organize this, what would the purveyor of this information need from him?
Oh, only your support.
I would like to test my suspicious.
Go for it.
Whatever for.
Forever why? Yeah. Okay. You don't have to you don't have to test trusting. You can just tick suspicious. I think in this case.
I think since this is actual intrigue now, because mostly Collis is like, very light intrigue, mostly finding rumors out.
Yeah.
I think now his head will shoot to Sir Kedrick, because I think he'd mostly focusing on the wood line, etc., or other things. Like his eyes are always darting around, and then now they'll actually settle on Sir Kedrick and narrow almost. What support?
Gels is a very large place, my friend. And there are rewards coming. I'm certain of it. The king has conquested far. Not only are there vacant seats, but there are seats by those who have chosen not to ally with the king. I have my eyes set on a particular location in the future. But there are many who are not, whom I am not the favored of. I will need good, loyal support from Nanteleod's followers if I am to be successful. Want to make an intrigue roll?
Yes.
I don't like how we said Nanteleod support us as if he isn't one.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why.
Oh, no.
Seems legit.
Sounds legit. I mean, objectively, it makes sense. I think you. It's not like you trust the man. You've already established you're suspicious of him, but you're like, the hustle's real. You are a man doing the same thing. You found your equivalent is kind of probably how you're seeing it.
Yeah, the game of power is very fickle. I see. Now, perchance, I would very likely, give my support to the purveyor of this information. However, these estates that need to be organized, how deeply in ruin are they?
Well, sorry, I was hearing my voice through there for a second. That would depend on the estate. As I said, there are many. There is a reason why, my boy, they chose to bend the knee to Nanteleod instead of fight alongside Lambor and Betagrain. It was not ambition like Lady Helly that brought their knee to the floor. It was fear and cowardice. Or perhaps pragmatism. With a title like Baron, you'd have little in the way of a marriage with a duchess. Though it would be through her line, not yours.
Alright. However, a man can aim for the stars and can bend his own fate. How would I attain this barony?
I simply need your honorable word for support, my young friend. Okay, yeah, but just every scene. Fuck, guys, what are you doing?
Bullshit. This is bullshit.
I think his smile will grow. And then he'll hold out his hand. Then let the game commence then.
Very good. All right. Continuing on. Let's see here.
So I'm just laughing at Rune. Disappointed.
1 sec. Okay. Couple of things for this. We're gonna deal with just some aftermath at a high level of this, and then we're gonna start to move towards closure. I want to quickly give let's see, we've had a little scene with, we dealt with Rune a bit, Collis a bit, Gwydir a bit, Rain a little bit, Cormac a little bit. Cormac, we're going to give you a chance to meet with a priest on your return if you still want to do that.
Yeah.
Is it Iltid?
If Iltid will see him, yes.
Yeah, Iltid's always offered. Remember, he offered you years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I'm going to allow you to test your spiritual without the penalty. Basically, Iltid will be offsetting it.
Okay.
Okay. Test your worldly. Okay. Still failure. You're not sure where your faith is in this exactly. I think what you are starting to realize, though, is that you're not cursed. That perhaps you have a bit less luck than the average person.
God doesn't hate me. But
so another -1 to that.
that brings it down to 0.
All right, it's gone then. So that burden's been removed, but you're not aspiring to become more spiritual. Out of you enjoy your talks with Iltid. It makes you feel good while you're there and after, and then you go back to living your normal life from there. But you're realizing you can be a positive reflection in Nanteleod's kingdom without figuring this out. Whatever this is that you're figuring out, you can still be a positive reflection.
And even then, my normal everyday is just... I just try to be a good person.
Okay.
I still think it's my fault Gwydir got captured.
You would.
I do too.
It was either Gwydir or Ithel, and
And he's old.
yeah. There was no good answer for that one.
You could have got
Just
a
trolling.
promotion.
Okay. So 2 more things we're gonna do real quick. The king has dispatched you all the following rewards. Rune, you're made a banneret in Breccianog.
Baby.
Woo, promotion.
That's a big one.
Rain, you're named a castellan in Orifice.
Woo. Promotion.
What's the name of that so I can type it out?
I should probably show you that one too because it's not as visible on the map. It's over here.
Okay.
No,
It's basically just on the edge of
Oh, okay.
what the fuck's his
Powers.
name? Hold on. Yeah, on the edge of Powys and Camliard. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Leo de Grant's lands.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I
That's
see
cool.
it now.
Yeah, Rain's had some decent encounters with King Leo de Grants too, so it's not bad.
Likely from your maneuvering, Collis, you were named a baron in Warensis, just north of Glevum. So this over here was Lambor. Just south of it is Warensis. You're probably more over here, but we'll figure that out soon. I got to go through and see what those empty manors are in my notes, or empty castles are. But it's like a small barony, so it'll have a keep or castle and then lands around it, effectively. One sec. What did I miss? Gwydir.
Demoted.
Yeah, Gwydir is named horse poop chucker. No.
Yeah.
No, that was
well, I
the
did
kid that
prove
threw the
myself
dung
to be
at
an
me.
able-
He's the one that got named that.
I proved myself to be an able horse trainer at least.
It's like, I trained the enemy. Does that count?
Yeah.
I do want to look up and see if there's anything in 5.2 for infamy, because there's a couple things that Gwydir is starting to collect, both a lot of glory and with it some infamy. Particularly to name a small list of things he's infamous for. He's infamous for being lustful. He's infamous for raiding a Christian church or monastery. He's infamous for training a Saxon, at least having a Saxon squire, and it depends on whether he's bluntly honest about training other horse riders, because that will leak like wildfire through things. And then he's also pagan, which is starting to become.
And he's famously honest, so it's gonna be like wildfire.
Yeah, that's it.
Infamously
What I'm
glorious.
hearing-
There you go.
What I'm hearing is my character rules and everyone knows it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Father Dewey, big fan.
But that guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I will beat you. Don't
You,
disrespect Father Dewey.
you Gwydir are named a banneret in a newly formed plot of land called Gwent.
Gwent.
GWYNT.
Hell yeah.
And Carwent effectively will be referred to as Gwent for this period of time.
Oh, it's right near my previous manor anyway. That's great.
Yeah, that's why you're assigned it. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Gwent Lord.
So that will give you the level of what is a banneret versus what is a baron. We're going to be using the Book of the Warlord to define that because there's different descriptions per different books and eras of books, and we use everything from 5th to 5.2. So Warlord has Book of the Warlord and State should be giving the same detail about what those are, and we can use those now. Finally, for Cormac, you are named Captain of Nanteleod's Guard as Ithil retires after this year.
Oh, Ithil is retiring.
You probably got major wounded.
Yeah.
You didn't save him hard enough.
And you find out that Ithil has requested for you to take his position.
That's
Oh, that hurts. So much faith he's putting in me.
congratulations, everyone. You fucking bunch of mad fellas.
Yeah, so lots of Book of Estates type stuff. Obviously, Cormac does not have a holding or keep at this point. As the captain of the guard, you would probably be afforded an estate. So you probably are an estate lord, but you're expected to stay within Carleon for your position.
Probably.
It's more like, here's your plot of land. You can build a manor here, free of, through the King's Royal funds, to start a family, should you wish.
Does someone have the Book of Warlord? Because I don't.
Yeah, a Book of Estate is probably going to be more what you guys need. Anyone who's beyond the Manor Lord level will be using Book of Estate now to figure out your stuff. And I need all of you to make an app roll. Let's see, you're going to be spending Christmas in different places this year, obviously.
Yeah. Is this with treasure bonus?
Yeah, if you want. Yep, this is the equivalent of a feast.
Yeah, mine would have been 14, but it doesn't matter. I still failed.
Okay.
What was the name of the town that I'm going to be at? And
One sec.
it does like Dispel and Get, by the way, so I'm not even sure what that is.
Yeah, that'll be in Book of Estate too. Castellan means you're in charge of a castle. You are so much bigger than a manor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gives me something.
Yeah. It's a significant role.
Is that going to affect the forester job, I assume, as well, since I'm so far away?
You were given orifice. Nope.
No?
You're expected to forest all the way down through. In fact, you are a royal forester, right?
Yeah, for Nanteleod.
Guess where your forestry lands now reside?
Oh, I know. That's why I was asking.
You are a forester for the entirety of this land. Now, there's supposed to be royal sheriffs and stuff like that, so it's not like all you, but you are. I believe the forester was the one that was like for the hunt, anyways, wasn't it? Or am I crazy? Yeah.
Can you please invest some points in hunting?
I have. I just roll that bad.
Good.
Yeah, let me double check it. I'll probably put some more in it this winter too.
Okay, so guys, here's the thing. If you succeeded your app roll, just count that as 20 glory. If you fail your app roll, 0 glory.
That's fine. I'm Dog Knight.
All right, let's see what we got.
Now, test 2 skills of your choice, 2 courtly type skills of your choice. If you succeed, tick them, and they're worth 10 glory each if you succeed.
Is stewardship considered courtly?
Yep.
All right.
Courtesy. Would intrigue be?
I crit my courtesy roll, so that's cool.
That's an extra 11 glory plus an extra 10 glory, so you get 20 glory for that round.
I get to tick that.
Yeah. So for Cormac, that's 20 plus the 11. Glory. It'd be like the equivalent of critting a feast action. Right? Two geniality.
20
yeah.
plus 11. Got it.
You know what? I'll try this one instead of intrigue. Never mind.
Yeah, I passed my stewardship, so that's another 10.
Boot.
Woot.
And
So I'll do flirting then. And
Nice.
somehow I crit that. Alright.
so
No Baron.
20 plus 10. All right. Going back up to the top.
Cormac flirting? Excuse
Yeah.
me?
He's
Oh, yeah,
actually somewhat good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Significantly better than Gwydir, which makes a lot of sense, as we discussed.
Cormac, do we have anyone we've established as someone you're courting?
The last time I was courting anyone was 3 years ago,
Who was it?
and that went nowhere.
Yeah, because they've likely moved on at that point. After 3 years, they could very well be married or something.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It was Lady Nia, Sir Ithel's daughter.
What's that, Yampa?
No, go ahead. Finish Cormac's thing, and then I'll say what I was gonna say.
If you need a person, Sulerwena. Sulerwena is the person. Cormac. Lady Sulerwena.
Sulerwena?
Sulerwena, yeah.
Careful, she's gonna knife you.
Get treated like a fish, dude.
Gotcha.
Jeez. Imagine being Dagger 19.
Jesus.
I kind of can relate. Varys was close to that.
She's from Brittany originally. Born in Brittany.
I have flirted with her. Whether or not anything comes of that is
Yeah, totally. Just giving that to you there. What were you gonna say, Rune?
I was gonna say that. I'm assuming that this is us. You know, those who got, say, Banneret or Baron, are just spending the time at their own places at this point.
For the most part, you might be summoned at different times to the king, if there's specific royal address.
Because what I was gonna say is that if it's more of a local feast, depending on the barons and the bannerets and such,
Yeah.
I was going to extend an invite to all of the knights that fought with Rune against the troll, including Geston.
Bunch of cripples at a party.
One more time. What were you aiming to do here? Sorry, I just got minorly distracted.
Yeah, so overall it would be Rune, say, hosting a small feast for the knights that fought alongside him against the troll. Just recorded.
Yeah, so the troll knights. I'm gonna give you a directed trait. Roll a d6. Who was with you for that?
It was 10 knights overall. Justin and I were in there. 2 of them died.
Is Justin afforded this too?
Yes.
Invitation?
Yes, he
Oh.
is. Even though he insulted him in this in Rune's mind.
Yeah,
he insulted him. But at the same time, he helped him kill a troll. So I mean, I feel like he should be afforded this invitation still.
Okay, you have a loyalty to the Troll Knights at D6. Sorry, not loyalty. I'm not sure what the directed trait will be, but just put Troll Knights 6 as a directed trait. It'll probably be like a... I don't know. There's something equivalent. I can't remember what it... I think it's in Malahut in Book of Sires, where they have they kill a worm together. And they get some kind of bonus about being a knight of the worm. We'll do the equivalent for that troll. Makes sense.
Yeah, very
yeah. And this is mostly because you created a feast, like you did something creative with it, right? That's happening. Not just the experience, but then you're asking them to meet and sort of celebrate that success. Now, Rune, this is in Brecon, what you kind of identify is that some see your banneret as like being a police officer over their lands a little bit. Like they're not super happy with that. But you also are married into the Brecon, right? Like your child was born in Brecon lands, so they're not.
I mean,
it
some
could be
of them
worse.
have also.
You're not
Some
a
of them
foreigner.
have also been led by me, so it's not.
Yep, that's true. Yep, actually, yeah. So it was a smart move. Whoever put you there, it was a smart move, right?
Well, it had to have been Nanteleod, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart guy.
So, Rune, you are brought in to a meeting with Nanteleod at some point. Probably towards the end of winter. So we'll do winter phase and then figure that out. Nanteleod says, I will have a need for you. It lands in which you were squired this year.
And I will answer your call.
Clarence will be asked to submit to us or to ally with us. They'll be afforded that opportunity.
That is wise, my good king. I would also like to advise you against the other folks that I didn't get to see too much. So there might be some daggers and cloaks still heading to us.
I will not be spending time in Glevum. And should I do so, it will be in the castle of Sir Saravis.
Prudent as always, and wise.
Okay. One last big piece of news. We're going to do a quick intrigue roll for everyone. Ah, damn it, Rune.
I got it.
Sorry, just trying to find my button. Intrigue.
Intrigue, right?
Yep.
Hey.
I hate that the guy with 18 is the only guy to not get this roll. But
There's 3 fumbles this session,
yeah,
man.
we'll establish that as you being in Brecon and kind of being out of the loop then.
Just not paying attention. I'm celebrating.
I don't know what's going on either.
At the end of winter, you're all made aware that Cornwall has mustered, and that it plans to march into Summerland this year.
I'm champion of there. I've got to go defend them.
Yeah. There is no word yet from Nanteleod, but it's not Easter yet, so it's pretty early in the year to expect any sort of response. And we will begin next time with Easter. So, what I'd recommend is a couple of things. Maybe find a time as a group to do this one. If you need to put off the Book of Estates, you don't need that knowledge for the start of next session. All you need for the start of next session is to know like how your family did, how what your new traits are. I know some of you probably got to cut and run to go do stuff, so I don't know when you guys want to do that, but I think it would be, because we have such limited time in this game, I think doing winter phase off screen makes sense. If we need to take a week off the game to make that happen, though, we could.
Yeah, Goodyear brought something up that's kind of important too. And the chat.
Offline's fine.
Yeah. Oh, big wedding feast.
Yeah, because Yeah.
It makes sense that this has all been on hold too, because you guys have been stuck in conquest and not really even back here, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's been a couple of years. Yeah.
yeah, this is your first time back since the Lambor. This is crazy.
Yeah.
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 Cool. All right, guys. So yeah, we'll just assume, obviously, like for Gwydir, you weren't returned back until the like mid-fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't. By the time you got back here, it was winter. So yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyways, guys,
Thanks everybody for rescuing me.
I hope you all had fun. We'll see you next week for another game. And
That was great.
thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.